Have you wanted to learn how to do email marketing in the most effective and profitable way? Well, in this video, you'll discover the 4 best email marketing tips to generate consistently profitable engagement, especially when it comes to email marketing for beginners. And keep watching until the end of this video if you want to discover the 2 costly mistakes that can absolutely crush your email marketing efforts if you aren't careful. Now, in this video, I've included 4 tips to improve your results. And you might be wondering, why should you listen to this? And the first reason is because of Apple, namely Apple iOS 15, which included their new mail privacy protection. This means that relying on open rates is a recipe for disaster, and many of the email platforms will be focusing on clicks in your email as proof of engagement and your list satisfaction. You see, due to spam and abuse, people are engaging with emails from businesses less and less. You've got hackers and phishing emails trying to scam people constantly, and of course, tons of junky promotions. As a result, you've got less and less sales. Now, if you're new to my videos, I'm Dex Williams, and I've been helping others market and sell their knowledge online since 2007, and I have found that most businesses fail to do their email marketing effectively. So here's how this video is going to help you. First off, it's going to help you avoid pissing off your list of contacts, which, as I mentioned, can trigger spam complaints, people unsubscribing, sending you to their junk folder, and all kinds of nightmarish issues from there. Next, it will help build rapport, trust, and responsive engagement with your email messages. Basically, your audience will be excited when they receive email messages from you right from the very start of joining your list because they consider them valuable. And because you will have a planned messaging strategy in advance instead of just random, inconsistent email messages, they know that they can expect something good each and every time. With that said, here are 4 email marketing tips for beginners to get more engagement. First, you'll want to ask your market what their biggest challenges and frustrations are so that you can identify a solution for their problem. Now, that might be your own product, or it might be an affiliate promotion that you are sending to them. Now, to put this in better perspective, I'm going to hop into my email platform and show you how I do this. All right, what better way to do an email marketing tutorial than with an email marketing software demo? And in this case, it will be a Kajabi demo, which is what I use. Now, inside of whatever platform you do use, you'll want to either send off a broadcast email or make this part of an automated sequence. Doesn't really matter. Let's say we're doing an email broadcast. So instead of an automated follow-up, this will be a one-time email that's going to go out. And you'll want something, with Kajabi, there's multiple different templates you can choose from to send out a message, but you want this to look like a message from a friend that's totally natural. So we'll just do this. And in this case, I'll call this biggest challenge. Right? So the whole point of this email is just to reach out and say, hey, I'm curious, maybe you're sending this to your whole list, or maybe you're sending this to anybody who downloaded a free report or a free video, you name it. So save and continue. And here we go, editing the content. So the subject will be, hey, I need your help, right? Or whatever you choose, but this would be a subject line, which is true. You need their help. You want information from them so that you can help them. You need them to help you help them, right? Kajabi lets you have preview text, yada, yada, yada. So you'll click into your platform editor, and essentially what you want to do is create a message that essentially says, I'm looking to provide you with the best results, or however you want to word it. In order to do so, please let me know the biggest challenge or frustration you have when it comes to XYZ. Right? So you get the gist of it, right? Essentially, you are sending out an email, and this could be part of an automated follow-up sequence that goes out, or this is a one-time email, but you're asking your audience, hey, I want to try and create stuff. I want to give you stuff to help you get better results. But just let me know, what is the biggest challenge or frustration that you're having when it comes to training your dog, learning to swim, playing the piano, whatever it's going to be. Now, the key here is that the email address that you send this email from needs to be a true email address, not a no reply or info or whatever. The reason being is that by people replying back to this email, one, it shows your email platform that you have trust, you have an engaged list, and that's going to bump you up in your deliverability. But two, it's also going to give you an easy way to collect all of this information. Now, Kajabi does have a way to collect, to do an assessment or a quiz or a survey and, collect all of this in a form. But this is so quick and easy. Just reply back to this email with the answer to this question, and it sets you up for tip number 2. Tip number 2, you'll want to identify 3 problems that your ideal product or service that you plan to recommend solves for your audience based off of those frustrations. So for example, let's say you are serving a health and fitness type of market, and you have a product that might be, a new app for your phone that might help them to lose weight and get more healthy. Well, you might say, the first thing it will help them do is eat better. Then it might help them with their fitness. And the third thing is it might help them sleep better, or it might help them find a way to improve their mental state so they can get better results. Tip number 3 is to then write 3 emails, with each email covering one of those problems that you've identified and the, quote, normal way to solve it. So back in Kajabi, let's say this time, instead of sending a one-off broadcast, now in your email platform, this is going to be a marketing campaign. So this time we'll do an automated campaign, and this will be a promo for a health app, right? Whatever, Android or smartphone app, or this is an imaginary app, of course, but same thing kind of applies. We want to keep this kind of looking like a natural conversation with a friend. So this first email that's going to go out, just like we mentioned in tip 2, will be based off of one of the problems we identified. So in this case, we'll call this a nutrition tip. We'll send that out, or we'll set it up, I should say. And again, this time, so because it's an automated sequence, we'll probably have people joining based off of requesting a free video, free report, and this could be set up in your email platform. Again, I'm inside of Kajabi, but maybe I want to send this out 2 days after they opt into my list. So internally, I'll call it a nutrition tip. Subject for the email, you might want something like, do you still struggle with eating healthy, right? Or whatever. You want something that's going to entice them, spark their curiosity to open your email. So we're going to go in here, open up the email editor. And obviously, with Kajabi, I can add text, I can add buttons, I can add countdowns, logos, videos, all kinds of fancy stuff. But we want this to look just like an email you would get from a friend. So I'm actually going to delete this button for right now. I could add it back in, but I'm going to go in here and I'm going to edit the text. I'm going to actually make it a bit bigger this time. So this email, the whole point of, and this is going to apply for all 3 emails in my example, but this first email is about nutrition. So you'll want to start off with something that asks a question that they can relate to, right? Do you struggle with snacking? Do you struggle with finding a healthy way to have breakfast, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? So you ask a question, then you want to relate to them. I know how you feel. I I experienced this. I know someone who experienced this. I've read similar stories or struggles, blah, 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 but you're relating to them. Then the whole point of this email is to provide value. The whole point of all 3 emails is to provide value, right? So you ask a question about their problem that is being addressed. You say, okay, you know how they feel, maybe using your own story or someone else's story. Here's what I discovered, right? Maybe you found some tips online or in an app or something you found that was helpful, but you would have tip 1, tip 2, tip 3. Or here's 4 or 5 steps that I used to address my nutrition problem, right? And then you wrap it up. I hope you found this helpful. I'll send more tips and tricks to you in the next couple days, right? Something like that. You're wrapping it up. So you set up the stage for the problem of this email. You related to them. You gave them some helpful tips or steps or addressed some sort of myths, mistakes that they may be encountering. And then you say, hey, I hope you found this helpful. I'll reach out to you in the near future, right? This is valuable without pitching them. There's no kind of sales message in here. So when they open it up, they are going to already be expecting a pitch. But if you don't have one and it's just valuable, that's more like what a friend would send you. Imagine if your friends always sent you something that was a pitch, right? So that's just an example for email number 1. Then we go back, and then we would save this, set it all up, and we would rinse and repeat. So you would have email number 2 would be about fitness. Email number 3 about their mental state. So now you've got 3 emails all set up and ready to go to set the stage for the next tip. And then tip number 4 is to have a 4th email that promotes the easier, faster, cheaper solution that you plan to recommend to them. All right, so as I mentioned, you have your 3 emails that set the stage addressing each one of the problems that you identified in tip number 1. Now is the time to send out your promotional email that pitches the offer, the product, the service that you have, which also addresses the problems that were identified. So for example, let's say we have an automated email that goes out 2 days after that last email, and you tease that curiosity. And inside, I'll just show you here, now is the time that you can go full on, hey, here's what I've got, here's what it's going to do for you, here's what to do next. So in this example, we were setting the stage to promote a new health app. So I just grabbed one of the Kajabi templates and I've, tweaked it a little bit, but now you can showcase, hey, we talked about nutrition, tips for training, tips for mental mindset. Now here's an app that addresses all of those problems and much more, and does it even easier, even faster than the tips that I gave them in those previous emails. So now when they get this email, 1, you've already given them 3 emails full of value before this, but now you're also tying in, hey, I just sent you those emails that address these problems. If you still want something that's going to help you even faster, you'll want to check this out. And you will notice your engagement will be much higher, the clicks will be much higher, and you won't be annoying your list by sending them this because they've already shown interest. And there's all kinds of cool strategies you can do about behavioral targeting. But for this video, this is how you create a simple campaign that is going to be effective and provides value at the same time. Now, you can grab your free copy of the email content cheat sheet below, which actually covers these 4 steps so that you will have a copy moving forward. Do you know the biggest challenge your target market has right now? I'm actually curious. Comment below and just share what are the different problems or challenges your market has, and maybe what you plan to do to address them. The next steps from here, now that you're building a strong relationship with your list and they're becoming more responsive with your emails to them, the next step is to take that relationship to the next level. And if you want more videos featuring Kajabi updates and strategies, make sure to hit that like button, click the subscribe button, and push that notification bell so you get updated every time a new video comes out. And be sure to watch this next video right now.